Okay, a man who never wrestle and not believe in a God would make presentation about wrestling with a God. We're talking about Jordan Peterson, and he gives speech and discuss it with Ben Shapiro. And let's talk about what he says.
It's more definitive in the Old Testament accounts that whatever God is beyond categorization. God is outside our category structures. Now, does that make him real? Well, I would say God is hyper real.
Что не пишет? So to discuss it, I make it slow so we can discuss every statement of the Jordan Peterson, whatever it is.
So reality depends. That's a different kind of category. It's an atheist. Is God different kind?
So Jordan Peterson make it God the category in the beginning, but it's not a category. God is real being who create the earth. It's not a category as he fantasizes about.
Week on the Sunday special, I'm excited to welcome back Dr. Jordan B. Peterson to discuss his latest book, We Who Wrestle with God.
Okay, one more time. Jordan Peterson, not theologist, not believe in a God, never wrestle. He don't know what it means, and let's see what we can find about.
Jordan has lectured on biblical symbolism for years, including with us here at
Biblical symbolism. He lecturing. Okay.
The Daily Wire.
Again, he not expert in the Bible.
In his groundbreaking seminars.
And by the way, Bible is not a one book. It's a book which it is a collection of different books, which is created and was written by different authors with a different purpose. So every author put different meaning in his book, and these books also address to different people. So technically, when we say Bible, we using wrong meaning and wrong category.
On Exodus and the Gospels. After the success of his previous
Pay attention how he play with his hands.
Bestsellers, Maps of Meaning, 12 Rules for Life, and Beyond Order, Jordan has at last put pen to paper to canvass the timeless lessons of the Old Testament. In today's episode, Jordan describes what it means for man to be created in the image of God, and what the Bible can tell us about our capacity.
So Jordan Peterson would tell us what it means to be created in the image of the God, while he not believe in a God. So how he know? Because he never experienced that, so he deny existence of the God. Not boldly, but in a way he is expressing. So he lie about God constantly.
For both tremendous sacrifice and tremendous folly. He also reflects on his.
Again, there would be word sacrifice used a lot, and it's very important to understand misleading meaning of what they are apply to that word.
Writing process and why he believes it is good enough to conduct himself as if God exists. In his book, Jordan works through some of the most profound questions of all time. We Who Wrestle with God is available everywhere on November 19th. Stay tuned Don't miss this episode of the Sunday Special with the inimitable Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. Well, Jordan, it's great to see you.
Great to see you, Ben. Thanks for the invitation.
Yes, let's talk about your brand new book. Obviously, it's burning up the bestseller charts already.
This one?
Yeah, that's the one. That'd be the big one.
Okay, what we see now, they try to sell the book. And
Yeah, I'm very happy about it. I'm also perplexed.
So tell me about your
it's very remarkable. They're talking about how difficult book and love.
perplexion. About your perplexion. About your
So perplexed about it. I'm also perplexed.
That'd be the big one.
Yeah, I'm very happy about it. I'm also perplexed.
So tell me about your perplexion.
Well,
Yeah, that's remarkable. They're talking about difficulty, and the reaction when Shapiro have very odd. That's okay. Keep going.
I don't know what people are going to make of it.
Okay, he don't know what people gonna to make of it. Of course he don't know, because I guess it's out of blue. Was written.
Because, see, I tried to do two things in the book. I tried to make a case that was scientifically and theologically unassailable.
Okay, scientifically, theological, saleable. First of all, psychology is not a science even. Of course, it's classified as a science, but Western psychology is not the same like Eastern psychology, and Christian psychology is a totally different matters. Also, look on his dress. His garment full of cross in a different color. It's like a mockery over priesthood dress. Okay, so
And you know, people might be skeptical about whether or not, let's say, psychology qualifies as science, but
where we go. He just repeat what I say.
it does if you triangulate with enough precision. So the arguments that I'm making, I think, are, what would you say, they're viable at a psychopharmacological basis.
Psychopharmacological, viable Okay, what we're talking about? He was on a substance. Long time I tried to figure it out why Jordan Peterson act as he is, and later on he basically make a revelation that he was used different pharmacological drugs because he have a mental issue. Okay, and he tried to glue theology, he have no idea, with the psychology, which he admit may not classify it as a science, yet he make a scientific claims. So let's listen again.
At a psychopharmacological, the arguments that I'm making, I think, are,
not certainty. So see, he arguments I try to make, he think are. So he even not certain what kind of argument he tried to make.
What would you say? They're viable at a psychopharmacological basis, so with regards to brain chemistry and brain function, and also
Okay, now he tried to pull brain function and pharmacology into his book and his argument. So what psychotherapists doing? They assail the drugs, which is they claim as helping psychological recovery. Yet many people who research the brains make a assumption that is brain activities have nothing to do with the psychological condition of the human. I mean, moral we're talking about as essential and foundational part of the psychology, not the brain function. And it's not related to the brain, it's related to value. Okay, go on.
with what we know about perception and clinical practice.
I don't know what you know about perception, but from the Christian point of view, when I say I don't know what you know, I mean it is we have a Christian discussion here today, yet he is not a Christian. And from a Christian perspective, perception is enlightenment, gift from the God. So we're talking about consciousness, conscientiousness. That is how people perceive the reality, and that is where Christian psychology based on. So Christian psychology, it's psychology of the sin. It's psychology of the networking, cooperation with the God, the resistance to evil. That is all about Christian psychology and foundation of the value and perception. And of course, repentance, changing the condition of the rotten man nature, is the foundation of Christian psychology. Okay, let's keep going.
And then they also make sense from a literary and
Okay, we missed the point here. What makes sense? Let's do it
and
again.
then they have perception and clinical practice. And then they also make sense from a literary and religious scholarship perspective. Now that's what
Okay, he tried to mix a religious perspective, psychotherapy, psychological practice, Western, which is even can't be mixed with the Christian value. All what is not mixed, it's that he tried to ignore, yet he tried to write a book about and sell it.
what I think. That's a lot of fields to cover and refer to, and so am I a master in all those areas?
And when he reacts towards his own statement, obviously he is not confident that he done good job, or it's look like he understanding that he's stepping in not in his water.
Well, I suppose in each of those areas there are people who know more than me.